What up? Jeff here with all my Bitcoin renegades. And tonight, this is a crazy end of the year. And I still think we're going to have a massive recovery going into the first part of 2022. I still think that we possibly just turned 50,000 into support now. Even a little below that at about 49 something. So we're going to go in and look at that and see if there's any merit to that. I know that ascending triangle that we were talking about the other day on the channel. Oh, there's my phone so I can chat with y'all. If it broke to the downside, which of course it did, and we're going to look at ICP and a few of other cryptos that I think, Bitcoin accordingly, whatever Bitcoin does. But if Bitcoin does well, that these cryptos going into the first part of next year will absolutely explode when it comes to the altcoin season. So I cannot wait for that. I'm really excited to see what happens in the first part of 2022. And that's what I'm here to bring you guys, is that enthusiasm and that excitement for what is coming next for crypto. So I'm going to have a lot of discussion about what my audience wants to talk about in terms of crypto. If there's a certain crypto beyond the ones that we talk about normally on the channel that you want to hear, make some noise, and you can do that by doing a super chat, becoming a member, or just watching my channel all the time and getting your name, known around the channel. And that's about all it takes. You don't have to use those paid things. Just be a part of the community. So we're going to look at, I'm going to keep this right next to me just in case I see some super chats or some new members. Then we will definitely be giving you guys priority. Especially the newer members of the channel. And then, of course, our inner council. We're going to be talking with you guys as well. So good evening. My inner council's here. I think all of them. 2 out of 3. A few of them are here already, which is good. Hey, what's up, Weepin' One and Mr. TN? So let's now go and just start right away, guys. I want to get into this, and because Bitcoin, I know you might be having a little bit of doubt right now, but this isn't the time to start doubting now. We had a nice Santa rally, and Bitcoin, look at this level here. So as you see, this is what I was talking about earlier. And what I wanted to show you, remember this ascending triangle on the daily? Well, unfortunately, that's the thing about ascending triangles. Even if they go sideways, it breaks to the downside. So you would need a confirmed breakout, which is a continuation pattern for an upside. So it is a continuation from here, which actually was an ascending triangle that broke out. But we have this resistance now. This one didn't have these two big resistance levels right here that we're facing. That's why we keep hitting this level, guys. If you wanted to know why we're stuck here, and this doesn't mean that this is a complete reversal now and we're just going to, go and tumble to the downside and it's over. I don't believe that. I really think that we're just going to kind of go down here and we're going to test it again. And if it doesn't break, we're going to possibly go down a little bit, maybe 48, and then blast off. We are going to break through this thing eventually to where we want to go and just blast off, so this is just the level that we have to break above, is these two, the EMA 50, the EMA 100, and actually I'm getting rid of this. Let's look at the EMA 21 as well. I just want to really get in to see what is going to happen here. And these are the biggest moving averages when it comes to resistance and support. So the EMA 9, okay, we can kind of see where is that one at. It's at 49,000. So basically we are using that as support right now. This EMA 9 is acting as support for us basically right now, hopefully. And that's good. But we are facing the 150 as resistance. Now let's look at the 21. That's what I wanted to look at. So I'm keeping an eye on the chat just in case, because I know one of these days we're going to get a super chat or a new member. So I'm just going to keep that right here. And just in case my head, we'll just keep it right there. Okay, now where's this one? The 21. I'm excited to see this. 50. Oh, look at that, guys. So did we turn the EMA 21? This is why I said as long as Bitcoin closed the weekly candle above 50,000, that we're good to go to the upside. And we did. We went to 52, right? And I was correct on that. Well, this is why. The EMA 21, look at that one. It's right at 50,000 right there. And basically, that is our support area. The 21 and the 9 are our support areas. It looks like we broke a little bit below the 21. And so that 9 is where we're sitting right now. And if we break the 9, so where's this one? Is that right at 50,000? And then these ones are our resistance. So we just basically ran right up and hit this one, and bounced right off of it, as you see right there. So we need a confirmed breakout. We need volume, and that's all it would have took. And that's what I don't know if the bulls know. It's like, why give up at the last minute, bulls? You had it. We had it. We were right there. And imagine if a bunch of good buy orders went through. Boom. I mean, that's just fantasy, but we can look what happened. You can look and see it just bounced right off. That's why I love the EMAs, because they basically are your support and resistances. And we still have a nice support level right here. We haven't broke it really on the 21. Well, we did on the 21, not by a lot. I wouldn't say we broke that yet. I would just say, unless it closes below that we're still good on this, even on the daily. Now, let's actually go a little bit in depth and check the moving averages out on the 4 hour as well, and see if we see any patterns while we're doing it. Whoops. Okay. Well, as you see, this ascending triangle broke to the downside as well. See that? As soon as it broke through that, we were basically just toast. It didn't break to the upside, and then it just plummeted. But look where it landed. That's why I'm telling you about these resistance and support. See where it stops? Yeah, right on support here, and hopefully it won't go below that, because that is a crucial area right there. Let's see. The EMA 100 is at 49,701 on the 4 hour, and the EMA 50 is at 49,801, basically right where we're at now on the EMA 50. So they're basically holding us up right now. And if it breaks, then we do go down further. I mean, we're basically, not undersold or oversold right now. So it could go either way. This could act as support and blast us back up, and we go and we test these levels again and hopefully break through next time. We could go back up a little bit and then back down and have a double bottom where we blast off of this again and then go up. So there's a couple different scenarios that I could see happening. We could either, have a V-shaped recovery from this and go up and just break through it, or we could have a W pattern, like I said, go up a little bit, go back down, have a double bottom, and then blast off through it. So those are the two scenarios I'm hoping for. Another scenario is we break this and it goes down and we touch some of the other, levels. Let's look at the 200. We'll look at the moving averages too, because those could, hold us up and when the EMAs fail us. Okay, so I think that's even above where we're at now. Yeah, it's at 51. So the long-term trend says we're at 51,000. That's the 200-day moving average is at 51,000. It is only on the 4 hour, but still, yeah. We don't want to miss any of these support levels holding us up. So we're kind of on the last legs here, and to decide whether we have support or if this is going to turn to resistance to us. So I think there is some support right here. If you go back here and look, we had several days or hours here. This is the 4 hours. So we had several 4 hour candles at this level before. And as you see, this was a breakout level. So once it broke above this, it went, look how high, see? And then when it went down below, you know, a certain level, it broke down to here. So, and now this is acting as support. See how it was resistance, and when it broke out, boom. And now that acts as support for us at that level where it broke out. You see that? Now we're all the way over here. That's what I'm, you know, confirming, that we should be okay on these levels over here. You know, some of them are a little bit higher than us now, but, you know, all in all, it's looking okay. Now, inverse head and shoulders, I wouldn't say that. I don't even know. Let's try to maybe bring this thing out here. No, because I would even say that's a breakdown, guys. Unfortunately, that almost looks like a breakdown from if you actually took this ascending triangle all the way out. So that's definitely a breakdown. Hopefully that holds support, and then we bounce back up. We could even go back up inside this and close inside there. So this doesn't necessarily mean that we've totally broke this support level of the EMA 21 or the 9, I think we were talking about as well, and the 50. I don't think it means that we, you know, necessarily have broke them. We can go back up inside this, you know, depending on what happened, because we just barely went down. But it doesn't look like that. It looks like we're going down, but I'm still holding out hope. This doesn't mean that we're toast. I still think this will be support. Now let's move on to, you know, we'll watch this. We'll keep an eye on this. Let's move on to the 1 hour. And then I want to move on to the next cryptos as well. But the reason I'm really spending so much time on Bitcoin right now, and I know you guys really want to see other stuff, is because the whole market relies on whatever Bitcoin does. So we need to see if there's anything imminent in Bitcoin that could give us, you know, a thumbs up or a thumbs down to say, hey, you know, the market's this or the market's that. So definite downward trend here. And this is on the 1 hour. So yeah. And then there isn't a whole lot of an area. Let's see. Okay. It's a descending channel. And it is still within the channel. So on the 1 hour, if we can make it back up to 50,000, you know, 250 and break this level, then we can go up and then probably try to touch one of these support or resistance levels of the moving averages. But it keeps going down. But look at this. On the 1 hour, it's undersold right now. It is undersold. It's at 30. Look at that, 30.4. The thing right here. As soon as I move it, look where the arrow is. I'll move that. It'll tell you what it is. 30.04. So that's pretty cool. Definitely right on undersold. So it should, you know, with support being right here, being undersold. Look at that. It's at 29. It's undersold now. You know, anything under 30 means we are undersold. It means there's a lot of selling or a lot of buying pressure right now. A lot of pressure. Look at all these hours before. 1, 2, 3 big hours. And then you have this one, and look how little volume we have on this hour. I think it's a reversal coming. That's what this tells me. That on the 1 hour, we are undersold. We are on a support level. To me, it looks like a reversal. That's what I would say. I would call that a reversal, or everything that's needed for a reversal. Let's say that. It's not a reversal yet because it hasn't happened, but I really think a reversal is imminent. That's what I should say, because of all of the indicators are saying there's, you know, not any more volume coming in. They're, you know, buying pressure and all of the above. So it's actually looking good for the near term. So with that being said, now let's move on. So if we do have Bitcoin go up and continue to rise, well, then these cryptos are going to profit massively. And you definitely want to be a part of these cryptos when they're doing this. So we're going to look at Internet Computer Price first, because I was telling you earlier, if you just spent $1,000 on Internet Computer Price when it was at $22 and you sold at $29, and this is just short-term trading. Now, if you bought at 22, let's go look at the day. All right, let's move this up here where we want it to be. All right. Now, say you bought it right here at $22. Well, you would have been really, really, really happy. Well, why is that? Because even if you put $1,000, I did the math. I kind of did the math in my head. I'd like to, see if you guys do the math too. See if I did it right. So if we bought at $22 and then we put $1,000 in, and we went to 29, right? So basically, you would be gaining $7 on every ICP that you had. If you bought it at exactly 22, sold it at exactly 29, that's $7 per ICP you made in profit. Now, if you bought at $22, well, I would have to let's do the actual calculated math. So you bought at $22, and so you're basically going to divide 1,000 by 22. So that would have given you 45.45 ICP at $1,000, 45.45. So now $7 is what you would have made. So 45.45 times 7, and that's $318.15 you would have made in how many days? 1, 2, 3, 4. I mean, any of these days you could have sold, but 5 right here. So right to the top, it would have been 5 days. So you would have made $318 in 5 days if you would have put $1,000 in when I told you dream level price. Oh my gosh, anything under $24, go back, fact check me. Anything under $24, dream level prices. Oh my goodness. And at 22, you would have made $318.15 in profit. So you would have had $1,318.15 total with your $1,000 investment. So there you go. And you could either took your profits, took it all out, waited for a dip, bought back, put it in staking. There's so many different things that you could do depending on where you are in your journey. So that's why I'm telling you guys, people say you can't make money, and that was only $1,000. Imagine 10,000. So what you would do is you would put a 0 on that now. So you're talking $3,181 for 10,000. Add another 0. You're talking if you put 100,000, you would have got $31,815. If you would have put $1 million, you would have made $318,150. So that's what I'm saying in 5 days. So there's money to be made in Internet Computer Price in a short amount of time, especially when you see this breakout of a falling wedge right here. And, I was calling this when it was happening and letting you know we have a breakout. And we do have an ascending triangle right here. Now, I don't want to put it on the USDT, so let's actually just go to the USD part. Now, I need to go back to my thing. Hold on. My face, everything good? Okay. What is that? You just read that. Well, I don't want to press on it just to find out what is that. What is the article about? USD. So yeah, it looks like we have a nice ascending triangle, but we had one on Bitcoin, and look what happened. It didn't break out. Well, I mean, it broke out, but it broke out to the downside. So there are about 7 out of 10 times that this pattern will break out to the upside. And just happened to be that the 1 out of, or the 3 out of 10 we hit, on Bitcoin. But this has a nice ascending triangle right here. For sure, ascending triangle. It looks pretty nice right there. I'm just connecting it to the last 2 points. You could connect it to this bottom one if you want, these bottom 2, or you could even do it to the top of the candle wick. I always do it to the candle. So I want 2 or 3. I try to get 3 candles, but if I can only get 2, then I'll settle for 2. So you have a choice here. You could do all 3 of these and call it an ascending triangle, but then it would already kind of say that it broke out to the upside, and then, or you could do it to these 2 where it still hasn't broke out yet. But it's kind of hard to see because you'd have to zoom in in order for you to actually see that little space in there. Where is it going to go? It looks like even if it just goes sideways, it breaks to the downside. And that's why ascending triangles, if you're not really bullish and have a lot of volume, can actually be bearish 3 out of 10 times. So we got to be careful on that. It doesn't look bearish because there's not a lot of volume, but at the same time, it doesn't look bullish because there's not a lot of volume. If there was a lot of green volume, that would be good. That would be bullish. Then we could, see breaking out through this resistance level we have right here. But it looks like we're coming to a head here. Now let's go on to the hour and see if there's like any imminent hour stuff we see here. Ooh, I think we just zoomed in way too far. That's what was going on. Okay. Now, this could actually be a good thing right here. As you see, there's that ascending triangle I was talking to you about. And you can see on the shorter time frames how it actually broke out and then went right back in the box. That happens at times where you get a breakout and then you don't get a breakout. See, that's why crypto's confusing, man. Like, I'm starting to learn how to read the charts, and then I see a breakout, and then, but you look at that volume too. I mean, that was a lot of volume. So why that looks like a breakout, guys, doesn't it? Look at all that volume. Huh. That's kind of confusing a little bit. I'm not going to lie, guys. So that's why I think crypto's a lot harder than we give it credit for, because look at all that volume. To me, I would have, if I saw that, I would have called that as a breakout to you guys. I mean, look at all that volume. But sometimes it can trick us, even if we get all the information correct. So that's why crypto's a tricky one, but it's fun nonetheless. That would have been fun to see. I probably would have freaked out, like, yeah, look at all that volume. Yes. But we do have a falling wedge right here. So, and it's a really steep one too. Look at that. I mean, that is really steep. And I don't even know if I want to do it like that there. Yeah, I'd say more like that. Now, where am I supposed to put this back one here? It's supposed to be at the lowest point, but that's the unfortunate. I would probably say right here. And then, ooh, see, I want to have it have 2 things right there. Now, are we going to break to the downside? As you see, it broke below this level before, but I always go right to candle, right? That's why I do that. If I always went to the wick, I would always go to the wick, but I always start at the candle, which is the block thing, the green block, and then the little tiny smaller part, that's called the wick. And in technical analysis, you either want to go to the candle, or from wick to wick. And if there is no wick, then you just go to the candle, of course. But the wick just means that it was pushed up to a level and then pushed back down, or pushed down to a level and then pushed back up. It means there's resistance and support on each side of these. And that kind of tells you when you're getting into, like, another head where something needs to happen, where a move is going to happen to the up or down, because it's coming to a head. Especially if you watch like Dr. Pimple Pumper, a pimple has to come to a head, right? And it's just like this. When it comes to an area, it's either got to go up or down, according to the pattern. And so if this moves to the upside, we could see it go back to the top of the wedge, which would be right here at $29.34. And we're at 27. So it could go up over $2, if we use this as a nice support level. So let's go look at the 30-minute and see if we have anything else. It's just basically the same thing, just a more profound look and a more defined look. I said profound and defined at the same time, and it said profound. It's a more profound look. I was trying to say profound and defined at the same time. That was funny. Anyway, so yeah, this definitely, I'm connecting them by the bodies. So that's, yeah, it looks like we're kind of broke to the downside of this already. Unfortunately, I'm not counting it to the wicks here, even though the wicks are touching it. I'm counting it to this body from this one, two, and then I have actually a third point, which is the one that's moving. And yeah, you don't really want to move it when it's moving, just wherever. I like to do wherever it is when I start that is on line with this. So, and then it'll tell us whether it's going below or above that and wherever it closes. See that? It just closed above. That's good. Yes, that's a good thing, because now this could turn green. And that could now be, look at this level of support that we have going back even. So I'm super excited for that. You know, I can't wait to see what's going to happen with this project. But even the short-term price moves, yeah, it could follow this down still, or it could break through to the downside, or it could reverse right here, because there is a lot of support right here at the $27 level. So I see us hopefully holding this support level right here and not moving. It looks like we are at 26.96 now, so we are below the 27, even though this says 27.11. Look at the live price right here in the red. So we'll keep a close eye on that. I like the pattern as long as we break out to the upside. So let's just see. Now let's go to Ankr. Ankr. I know a lot of you guys like Ankr crypto, and that's why I'm doing more videos. And it looks like it might be a nice, you know, reset buy-in price. I don't know. Let's look at trading view. It's hard to tell on that one. Okay. As you see, this is definitely a level of one resistance now turned into support. Yeah, I was hoping for more upside as well. So okay, I was just checking on the chat, making sure you're all, you know, still doing okay without me over there. Or if there isn't any super chats or new members, because new members and super chats are always welcome. We've never had a super chat before, so the very first super chat might send me into a backflipping frenzy. I'm just kidding. I cannot do a backflip. I can do a kickflip on a skateboard, but not a backflip. Let's see. So this used to be resistance, and now it is support. That's a perfect example of what I was talking about. How once you get to a level with Bitcoin, remember I was saying on the daily, I believe it was, once you get to a level of resistance that is now support, like we had right here, this was our resistance, and now it's turned support. That is very crucial to moving up, even though, yes, we're at 49, but now that's support and we aren't falling any lower. As you see, this is a big support level right here at 49,667 right there. And that's crucial to us moving forward. And the same thing with Ankr. Now this level back here, if you bought here and you were not being able to move up, well, just think this was your top. This was the absolute top until this broke out right here. Now it went to crazy heights, but now that level is the very bottom. See, you wouldn't want to buy over here because this is the very top unless you're buying right before the breakout. But over here, you don't know that, right? This is kind of a ceiling for you. But when you break out of that and that ceiling becomes the floor, these are the kind of times when you want to actually buy the crypto. No way, dude, that's cool. I was kidding. I'm not going to do a backflip, man. I didn't really think that anybody was going to do that. Okay, so this is the very first super chat. So we're going to stop what we're doing. And he said Ankr is 65 cents. Oh my gosh. Okay, and then since he wanted to do 2, we will continue with the Ankr, and then we will go to the new kind of network. because I love that freaking crypto. So I want to continue this. This is the 1 day. So I do want to see. I don't even know where we would go with this right here. I don't think it would be all the way up here now. I think I would actually be right here. Yes. This is where I feel comfortable right here. So we have a new level of resistance right here. I'm trying to, form a resistance level, and I'm sure you could probably bring that up higher, but I think right here is going to be a good resistance. And then, man, I can't believe right after I said that, someone did that, because I was like, man, how is anybody ever going to even super chat if they don't even know that they can do it? But yeah, I guess thank you, Robert Galuli, because I hope I didn't really just say that very wrong. Galuli. I think I went to a school with a guy named Robert Galuli. Maybe not, though. Let's see. Yeah, it's a symmetrical triangle. That's what I would say. And I wouldn't even put it like that. I would actually put it more like this. And yeah, that's definitely either a symmetrical triangle or a falling wedge, but I would just say a symmetrical triangle. Now let's go to the 30-minute, because this one is really, it could also be, actually, look at this on the daily. If you want to get technical, it could be an ascending wedge right here. How did I not see that? Did we talk about this before? This could be an ascending wedge as well, because we have a clear resistance line, and you see that? Boom. And if it comes to a head and it breaks out, then it can go to the upside. If not, it will go to the downside. Now let's look at the hour, just so we can get a more defined look. And you can actually see my previous markings. That's why I like that. See how it comes up and over, but it always comes right back into these. This is what you would call breaking resistance, and then coming back, touching under it. That would be support. But then it came over here and it broke the support. See that? And that's when it fell. And look exactly where it landed. Boom, right on support down here. And if you go back, look at that support level back there. So there's always something that leads you to where you need to go. Okay, I'm going to do it quick so we can get to new kind of network. But look at this. Okay, we had a double top. I think that's why that happened. That was, that could have been considered a double top, but it's kind of like an M right here. You see that? So we had our M shape, and which is like double tops, just an M. And it dropped. What? Dude, no way, Jorge. Oh, what are you guys? Are you trying to give me a heart attack, dude? What is going on here? Oh, happy holidays, dude. That is awesome. Cheers to Jorge Salazar. But, man, we still have to get. What, am I supposed to just knock off Robert Galuli now? Oh my gosh. Thank you guys, dude. That's freaking awesome. I'm going to put this but let's see what it says first. Didn't you know you could do this? Oh, didn't know you could do this. Glad we can support you in any way we can, Jeff. I can listen to Ankr all day. Would you give your opinion on meme coins like Sayatama? Really curious on your opinion. BTC. That's a good one. And actually, I do like coins like Sayatama Inu. I know I can't say that very well. I have a really bad accent, an American accent, hillbilly accent. But yeah, so we have this M pattern, but we have clear support right here. And as long as Bitcoin keeps going up, we're going to be good. So we're going to change the episode a little bit because our audience said so. We're going to look at new kind of network just really quick. And then we will definitely spend some time on Sayatama. And I'm going to learn how to say that even better, because I don't want the actual character to come over here and teach me a thing or two. So let's look at USD. Right on. Thank you guys for doing that. I was actually thinking I was going to see some members more than I was going to see that, but that's cool. This is actually awesome. I can't believe you guys did this. So this is my very first successful, I would say paid video, but I've had a lot of good successful ones with people, and that to me is worth more than any money. Your guys' presence is worth more than any tip or whatever, you know, that I could be given on here. But it just shows that you guys support the channel, and I appreciate that. And I'm thinking of something cool to do with the money that's on here. So it probably won't be for a couple months because you don't get paid right away, I found out, but that's okay. Look at this. We have a breakout on New Kind of Network right now. Check this out. Robert, I would like you to see that this is a possible breakout on the daily New Kind of Network chart. And where is it right now? It's only at 39 cents. So I was tracking this crypto a while, the last bull market we had. And let's see, where did this thing go up to? 80 cents right here. And this was only like a month ago. So this is just a good crypto. And I would say, you know, this is a confirmed breakout. All the volume that's come in, but where is it going to go next? So we have definite resistance right here. And you could even say right here, that would be the very first level of resistance, which you can see that it touched right here when it went for a blast off. And then we had this, you know, recovery or whatever's happening right now. And Bitcoin's going back up almost to 50,000. So yeah, as long as we keep that, let's look at the hour really quick and see what we see here. That's not good on the short term, but that's okay, because look at this. It's acting as support right here. So actually, I think it would act as support right here. I would like to see this come back up and close above here, because we don't want to turn this area of what was resistance back into resistance. You see what I mean? If we can turn it into support where we bounce off of that, then that would be really, really, really good. But if not, then that's going to break that support and it's going to turn it back into resistance. And we're going to have to break back above that, like happened here. And it takes a lot longer to break a, you know, breakout than it does to, you know, break down and break a resistance sometimes. So yeah, just be careful on that. Let's look at the 30-minute. And this one actually looks a little better. As you see right here. And right here. Ooh. It is coming to a peak right here again. And I don't know, it kind of looks like it might want to break down, but if we go back up and Bitcoin goes back up right now, it could reverse. And this could actually be a big catalyst to move this guy back up. It says to the top of the wedge. So I wouldn't see this as a bull flag, because that's a really super tiny pole there. So yeah, I wouldn't say that's a bull flag, more of a symmetrical triangle or a falling wedge even. I would say that's more of a falling wedge in my opinion. So I don't know. What do you guys think it is? So now what? Oh my gosh. I said gush. Oh my gosh. What does that even mean? You guys have me talking all crazy, man. Now I'm perma smiling. I didn't even think that anybody was really going to do it. I was like, I'm going to try it. I'm going to ask. Yeah, closed mouths don't get fed. But thank you guys. I appreciate this. And I'm going to give you good analysis. So I am going to get back to you, Robert, but we have to go look at Sayadama real quick. But before we do, I'm going to make a price projection on this. He is saying NKN could hit $2 to $3 easily. Yes. It can. But in this bull market, let's be realistic. I'm going to say we hit $2 by the end of this bull market, just because of where everywhere else this has been and where I think all other crypto is going. That is amazing amount of growth, which is going to be 5x from where we're at right now. Do you think this crypto can 5x within the next 3 to 4 months? I do. I really think it too. So $2. That's my price projection, not financial advice. This is for entertainment purposes only, common sense. Well, we've kind of left the common sense behind a long time ago, but so now we'll go to Siatama and see what is going on with this. Oh, did something happen, or is this always the way the price has been? Because I used to really believe in this, and I almost was going to buy some, and then the pup Doge thing happened, and so I haven't really looked at it since then, but I'm glad you had me take a look at this. Oh my gosh, guys, what is that? What happened here? Wait, how many zeros is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 zeros. Okay, and then now we're at 7 0. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, we're at 7 now. So what happened to Siatama that made that happen? I got to do some research on this now, guys. Hold on. This was not a rug pull, was it? I don't think it was. This was a legit project. I remember. Okay, I got to turn to my audience now. Jorge, you're the one who was asking me about this. Is this why you wanted my opinion? It looks like it got dumped on. This is not just a normal candle, guys. This is a candle that you only see in certain situations, and they're never any good. So from me just seeing this, I would say that this was a rug pull. But I don't know, and I'm not saying that. Guys, listen to what I said before I said it. I'm not trashing Siatama. I'm not saying that it is a rug pull. I am saying from what I see, without knowing any information about what happened and what I see on here in the price now, that looks like a rug pull to me. But is it? I don't know. Look at that trading volume, 10 million. That doesn't seem like a rug pull. This seems like a healthy community. So, guys, I can't give you a direct answer on this right now. I mean, you now I just feel bad because you paid all that, but I don't want to mislead you on this at all. And there's no information right offhand. So maybe this was just a giant sell-off because everybody got scared and it was at a bad time. So before I give you 100%, please come back. I will do a follow-up on this for you, and I'm going to look into this. And I'm definitely going to write it down and make sure that, you know, I do something to look into this situation, because I saw this once before and it wasn't good. But look at the health and what's happened since then. So that's, you know, not a bad thing. Look at that market cap. So it is. No, that's the whole point. Is it is the same name from One Punch Man. Oh, I don't even know if I can. Yeah, I don't think that is. You can say that, I think. Because this show is monetized right now. So love the channel, content supporters. I'm just glad to be here before your channel takes off one day. Oh, keep the great content coming. You really help me understand crypto. Thank you. And thank you, man. You're welcome for, I'm glad I could help you. And thank you for bringing this to my attention and being, you know, all of you, my biggest supporters, not just with money, but time, all of you guys. Like, I appreciate every one of you. And this should show YouTube that my people got my back. And to me, that's worth more than millions of dollars, to show that, you know, I got a solidified community behind me. That's worth more than any amount. So I'm going to find colorful ways to, you know, probably put this back into the channel and grow our community even bigger. So yeah, if you guys don't know about this, I don't. And we're going to, you know, kind of look and see what happened with this. So normal rug pull does not keep $10 million worth of volume. Look what happened with Pup Doge. There was barely like $300-400 worth of volume every day. So this looks like something happened, and maybe there was a bad developer and he sold all of his stuff, but there's still a strong community and maybe some other strong developers that are still part of it. I don't know. I'm just speculating at this point, but I still think this could be salvaged. I still think this could do big things, one day. Not financial advice, and I would never tell you to put money in this crypto without knowing more about it first. And I've learned that as we have built this channel. So we will leave that at that for Sciatama right now. And now we move back down to solid 5. Ooh, he hit me with a 5 coins. Okay, 6x coins with a few months on Coinbase. Well, right here, XYO is the first one for sure. Now, I can't say Algorand can 6x because it's too high. So the graph, no. Before we do finish with this, I do want to answer that. Okay, I am going to say XYO. Now you're going to make me think a little bit, though. ICP for sure, ICP. But let's see, sleep. Hold on. Now I'm gonna have to start looking them up because sleep. There's no sleep token. Sleepy sloth. Hold on, NKN might. Yeah, I can see. So I said this one can 5x. So definitely new kind of network. I know you already said that one, but still. So I think we have Internetcomputerprice, we have XYO, and we have new kind of network. But I want to say AMP. I really want to say AMP. But guys, yeah. Well, how much did he say? Within a few months? No, never mind. It can't 5x within a few months. I'm trying to be realistic. I don't want to just pick one out of the air just to, give you an answer. So I'm really going to put a little bit of thought into this. So let me think. Let's just go look at some of them. I'm going to have to jog my memory a little bit. So let's look, guys. Solana, could that? No, too high. Cardano, 750. Possibility, but probably not. It's just too high. I mean, if 750, look what that market cap would have to be. So yeah, that's just, I don't know. That's a little out there. But Avalanche, maybe? Avalanche? Hold on. Oh, 26 bill. Yikes. We're gonna go a little farther down the list, guys. Let's just go a little bit down the list here before Axie Infinity. Hold on. 6 bill, 5x, 30 bill. I'm gonna have to put Axie on here. I know you might think that I'm just absolutely bonkers for saying that, but I really think gaming and the blockchain is going to explode when Facebook does whatever it's going to do into the future of whatever it's going to do or whatever the company's called nowadays. I think it could 5x this within a couple of months, especially if there's big moves coming. It's kind of maybe longer than a few months, but within a couple of years I would have to say Axie, just because of the game, the gameplay, the amazing, and this could easily go to 30 billion. So yeah, I would have to say Axie, and that's not something I normally talk about on the channel either. And I wouldn't say Decentraland because that's just, it could go to 30 billion, but look at what the price would be if it did that. So seeing this go to $500, and then one Axie being worth one, whatever character in the game, an Axie, right? One Axie token is worth an Axie. And if they're $500 a piece, then that's what an Axie is, right? But that is a little bit high on the price, but I really think that, market cap is definitely attainable for a metaverse game. And if not that one, then for sure Decentraland. Then one of these two. Let's put Axie/Mana for the 4th spot. Axie/Mana. Just one of the gaming ones. And then, man, I would have to go down. Look at Internet Computer top 40. And this is only because it's down like half of what it was. So it used to be like top 20. So yeah, this one's definitely on the list too. Look what happened with Ethereum Classic. Remember, it's sitting at $4 or $5 forever, and that they 6 at more than 5, 6x. So what he's saying is not impossible for it to do. Now, of course, these lower cap ones are going to be a lot easier to have that happen. Like Engine, it's only a $2 billion coin, or Quant is only $2 billion. Look at those. So, or if you get down here, AMP. So this is what I was saying. Yeah, AMP, you know, technically with the volume, it could go to 10 billion, right? But that would bring this to 25 cents a piece. And the way that it's been going, 12 cents, you know, kind of is the highest. So in the future, in a year or two, yeah, 10 billion, 25 cents, yeah. But now, probably not. I'm just being realistic. I don't want to. I want to say yes, but no, probably not. eCash. Okay. I'm going to have to pick this one. This is my fifth pick. So what do we have? We had Internet Computer, we had XYO, we had Internet Computer, XYO, eCash now is the last one. What other ones did we pick? Two more along the way up here. Oh yeah, the Decentraland and the Axie. So I think the fifth one is going to be this one. So yeah, I think this one could easily 5x. And this is XEC or eCash. And I made a video about how to buy this on, I believe, Hotbit. So you're going to want to check that video out. There is a lot of them, which we almost have the max supply out now, it looks like. Yeah. So there's only a couple billion or trillion more. Yeah, like 3 trillion more. And then the full supply is out there. And it being down right now, yeah, this could go to 10 billion and come up in price. But it needs to be on more cryptocurrency. Oh, you said on Coinbase. Dang. That changes a lot of things. Yeah, I would say that that's a lot harder because most of the ones on Coinbase are already so big. So maybe this tells you guys, maybe I'm going to start looking for videos outside of Coinbase from now on, because a lot of the ones, yeah, I do make money on those, but maybe we are limiting ourselves, guys. This is, man, this might be the best $2 this guy ever spent because it might have just transformed our whole channel from what I'm doing, because mostly I do Coinbase stuff. And now I'm thinking, I'm like, well, a lot of the Coinbase, look at how big their market caps already are. I mean, we're in number 65 and it's still in 2 billion. So each one of these are over 2 billion. And yeah, that makes it a lot harder, man. Can we just say this one? I know it's not on Coinbase, but I have to put it on there, XEC. So we'll just keep that. This one was XYO. XYO. And then I said Axie Infinity. So Internetcomputerprice, XYO, Axie Infinity, XEC. And then what was the fifth one that I said, guys? Remind me, please. I said a fifth one. Do I think Ankr could do it? That is a possibility with Ankr. I know I said a different one. I'd have to go back and watch the video again to know exactly the fifth one that I said. But yeah, XYO easily could. And how much is the market cap for this one? Oh, look at that. It's only, oh man, easy. Because it would only be a $2 billion market cap or a little over if we 5X on XYO. And this one's on Coinbase too. This one's probably the most likely to happen, honestly. So yeah, we had a drop from here. So it broke to the downside with what we were looking at here. So now we're back to our original content. Yeah, it broke to the downside with this triangle, this ascending triangle right here. And I wasn't expecting that, but it hasn't broke down too far. And you could actually technically say we're still in this ascending triangle. So that's pretty good. Let's see. Yeah, so we're still in this. It's just at the very bottom side of it now. And the bottom is like 3.5 and the top is 3.9. So we have quite a ways to break out to the top. But that's on the daily. Now let's look at the hour. Yeah, so we're going to have a tough time recovering on this one. but for sure, those five, I still don't remember the fifth one. So since I don't remember, I'm going to have to pick a new fifth one. So we have Internet Computer, XYO, Axie Infinity, XEC, and new kind of network. Boom! There it was. Good. I'm glad you reminded me. Thank you. So now we got new kind of network, and let's do a new page for that. Thank you. I could not, I was just racking my head. I knew it wasn't Ankr. I'm like, that doesn't sound right. New kind of network. There we go. And this is the other one. Let's look at the volume. Oh, easy. Look at that market cap. And this is on Coinbase too. So 273. Man, I think I'm going to have to get into this one pretty quickly. And look at the trading volume up so high at a low area too. We just had a nice dump. So this is probably one of the, look at all that accumulation happening right now. See how little accumulation and now a lot. So this is looking good, guys. So that's the five I picked. Internetcomputerprice, XYO, XEC, Decentraland or Axie Infinity, and new kind of network. There you go. And now let's move on to Algorand. And I would love to say this one could 5x, but if you look where 5x would land us on the volume or market cap, I mean, you're talking 50 billion market cap, which is not too far-fetched, but it would have to be a huge move, and you'd have to have a lot of money come into it at this stage of the game. So 10 billion, it would have to 5x to 50 billion. But there's still a lot to be made because honestly, it belongs over $2 right now. Seriously, it belongs over $2. So yeah, thank you guys for your support. We're gonna look more into Cyatoma, guys, for real. That's one we're gonna have to. I've made a video on it before. Check out my old Cyatoma video. I've been part of it for a while, and I don't know if that part that I was a part of at that time was before or after dump that you saw happen earlier. So we'll go into that. But let's look at Algorand. What is happening with our gem? This is our channel's gem, guys. Well, one of them. Definitely one of them. That and GRT and ICP, Bitcoin, you know. Look at this. It looks like a breakout. So definitely a breakout right there. But that's in the past. So definite breakout, as you see, of this falling wedge pattern. Now let's see where we're at now, though. So I'm going to put it right here and right there. And then I'm going to do that. And as you see, that looks like a descending broadening wedge. Oh, cool. It's a descending broadening wedge. Right on. So we actually started to, test it right here, but it's a long way to the bottom. Look at that. So even if we go all the way back, is it 126? Look at where the resistance or the support level is, all the way back down here at 126 where we just blasted off. So it's a real long way to the bottom. So we are so much more likely going to break out to the top than the bottom here. So that's pretty good news. Now I want to get deeper in this in the 1 hour, as you see, because it is being erratic right now. But as you see, we also have an upward trending support line as well. So that could be good news for the future and where this could go. As you see, look, if you go all the way back here, it actually is, it did break down under that, dang it. Look at that. That's actually a crucial level of support that was broken right here just now. As you see, we had higher lows going up, higher low, higher low. Now we broke down from that. So we can say that now this is the bottom now, though. That's okay. Actually, I would probably go to the one that's already done. So, yeah, you never want to go to the one that's still moving. So, yeah, we actually have a breakdown to the downside. But will this go back up, though? As you see, this one did, and it closed. So if this one will go back up, close in here, we can actually see if we can continue to the top. But do we see any other patterns here? There's a possible inverse head and shoulders on the way. If you consider this the head, this the shoulder, and then if we have another shoulder form over here, but that's still a lot of speculation. We'd have to have this kind of go up like this, and then have it go down like this, and then back up, and then this would be the shoulder area like that one. So that's what we're hoping for. If not, this one could continue to go down and touch probably these support levels right about here. So yeah, that's what we can, look for if this continues to go down. What is it at right now? 158. Yeah, we're having a little bit of a problem. Now let's go back to Bitcoin and look. Oh, look at that big dump. We went even further down, unfortunately. So things aren't looking the best for Bitcoin, but this is just one candle. I'm not worried about this yet, guys. I'm really not. We still have some nice support, even though we broke kind of below it right now. We're testing our support. This is called the test, basically. They're testing support. And how much ever support you have is, how much they will work in your favor, right? If there's a lot of support going down, it's going to break, right? We have this level right here that hopefully won't break anytime soon. Now let's go to the graph because we're getting really long into this video here. I think, yeah, we're an hour and 5 minutes. So this is getting up there. Now the graph, I know your time is valuable just like mine. And, but I want to give you the best episodes possible. So sometimes time is not as valuable as getting good information. So that's what we're doing. Now look at this. If you guys were waiting and you were like, man, 74 was too high, and I literally tell you dream level prices or anything under 70 cents on the graph, not financial advice, but I'm not even going to say anymore. Just think about what I just said. And then, yeah, take it as not financial advice though. Right? Yeah. So my sense of humor got dry over the last couple of months. But it was just summertime, so sorry, that was bad. Okay, let's see here. Oh, this actually looks pretty good. Or it did. I would say right here, that's a breakout. We have a confirmed breakout. And look, now we have support here at 68 cents. So even if this does continue to go down, we will have a blast off to the upside. I'm still cheesing off of you guys doing those super chats. Thank you guys so much for that. That is so nice of you guys. Yeah, I mean, I wasn't really expecting that. I said it. I'm like, yeah, maybe if I tell people about it, they'll do it. And then boom, you did. I'm like, man, my audience is awesome. So now I really am going to work really hard for you guys even more. Man, it just motivates me. Not that I wouldn't have worked hard for you anyway, but it motivates me to work even harder. Look at this. Is this a descending broadening wedge, or am I just getting too hopeful? No, I think we have a descending broadening wedge here, and that could be a really good thing. As you see when you go from one point to the other and how it grows in length, but it's only touching in 2 points and 3 points on this side. So who knows? Actually, we could already say that it broke out. Descending broadening wedge breakout, but I don't know. This I would just sit and watch. I do think it's a breakout. I would call that for sure. I don't like putting it up here because we already had it down here, and that's probably the breakout we were looking for. Now let's go deeper into the 1 hour and see if we see a smaller pattern, but still important nonetheless. Yes, look at this. If we have a descending wedge right here, then we could actually get a nice little breakout. Or is that a descending channel? Excuse me. I think it's more of a descending channel. What do you guys think? Ankr. Oh, okay. Yeah, let's go back to Ankr. Okay. Yeah, because we did not look at that one as much. We need to look at Ankr again. Let's finish with the graph. And so if we break to this, guys, so anytime you have like a falling channel or a falling wedge breakout, it goes back to the top of the wedge. So we could see all the way back up to 76 cents again. So, or 75 right here. So that is good news for the graph. Now, back to Ankr. I don't think it can 5x, not from here. Not at this stage in the game, maybe in a couple of years. I would say Ankr, yeah, being at 55 cents just seems a little high because it struggled to go to 21 cents. If you guys remember correctly, up here, it had a real hard time going to 21 cents. It says 19 here, but the candles close, and whatever it closes at is where the line chart goes. So yeah, crypto never closes. Somebody told me, I said crypto closed, and he's like, dude, crypto never closes. It's 24/7. I was like, what do you mean? I didn't mean the crypto actually like a store. Nope, we're actually closing shop for a couple hours to go to bed. Like, come on, man. No, I meant the candle, the crypto candle closed for the day or the week, But it was so funny how he said it. Like, he legit thought that I meant that crypto closed like a store. I mean, I just lost it when I heard that. Oh, man, that was funny. But where could Ankr go? I know we talked about this earlier a little bit. But I when I first saw this, I thought bull flag. Look at that. That looks like a bull flag, except it's only one candle. I would have liked to see like a lead up candle, like having these ones lead up to that, have this big lead up and then this candle. Then that could have been like a bull flag right here. But then it broke down and obviously didn't turn into a bull flag because we had a major market correction right here. So I think we're at low levels for all these cryptos. That's what I'm letting you guys know. It's a buying opportunity right now. I don't think the market's over. I don't think we're going to end like this. Why would we go all the way back down to like 42,000, which what happened here, and then go back up to 52,000 and then go back down to 30,000? Like, that isn't something that I see crypto doing. I see us either moving massively to the upside or slowly to the upside with a few more corrections and tricks and fake outs. And that's what's going to happen. It's not going to be just a straight, hey guys, let's go sit on a beach and relax. And, tomorrow when we wake up, Bitcoin will be at $1 million. But it will be, hey, let's go do other stuff. When we come back, maybe in a couple of weeks, Bitcoin might be at like 55,000 or 60,000. But I've learned looking at the chart every second of every single day does not do you any good. Because you'll just constantly be making new patterns, new charts. You'll want to follow old patterns like this. Look at this. So if you want to follow this one down, there was an old breakout back there. Remember this breakout? Nice, broke out, and it only went sideways. So technically it didn't break out. It just went sideways. And then the breakout happened over here. And then look, we actually have an ascending triangle on, is this the daily? Yeah, this is the daily chart. So if you want to get technical, there's an ascending triangle right here. And I would actually say it's right here. And we broke to the downside. But you could still pull it out. I don't like to do this a lot, but you could salvage this. It's still a salvageable ascending triangle. Look at that. I fixed it. Instead of going to these ones, that's where it was, and it broke to the downside, well, we just moved it out and did it again. We gave it another chance. Isn't that pretty cool? So yeah, these are the patterns. There's definitely some support down here at 9 cents. And that's where I would have loaded up on all of my anchors around 9 cents here at the bedrock. What used to be resistance is now support. That's where you want to always load up. So what is happening on the shorter term charts? Let's go to the 1 hour. And this is where it gets tricky. I know we looked at this a little before, you know, we moved on. I just felt like I moved on to Sayadama too fast. So I think that okay, I want to do it to the one that's not moving. But if I do that, that's a definite breakdown. Now, this is a weird pattern, and what I'm going to be looking for is actually double bottoms right here. See that? And I'm going to wait for this to close, and then wherever that closes, that's where this line is going to go. So we got to wait for, let's see, how much longer is this candle? 46 more minutes. Hold on. Yeah, this is the hour candle. So 46 more minutes. Look how much it's moved in a short amount of time. So in 46 more minutes, we'll know whether it is way back up here and we stay inside the line, or if it went way down here, see where it touched the line down here, if it's going to bounce off support and go back up, or if we're going to continue break this support and go down. So it's just something we're going to have to watch for a little while. I can't really say anything right now on this pattern. Maybe other people see something that I don't, but the 30-minute is more of a falling wedge, and I don't ever do 1 minute. I would like a better chart than this to look at. I don't think they have Ankr on here. I can look, though. No, they don't. So no Ankr, unfortunately. So all right, guys, I'm sorry. I'm getting a little bit tired. It's been a long year. I'm sure we all feel that way, right? So I hope you guys are having a wonderful holiday. I hope you spend it with your families, and I hope you're going to have a good new year. I think I'm going to start. I was going to start dating this last year, but I'm going to do it in the new year. I know you guys didn't expect to hear that. But so I don't know how busy or active I'm going to be on here, but I'm probably going to still try to make the same amount of videos. I'm just going to probably not have as much time to do it. So, and I have a lot of other things planned for my life, especially with new partnerships on the horizon for Bitcoin Renegades. I can't wait. And people supporting the channel in this way. I don't even know what I'm going to spend that money on yet. So hopefully something for the channel, maybe a mic, or, you know, I just have so many ideas that we're going to have to implement. And I want your opinion on, because it matters to me how we build this community together. I am on the creative side. You guys are on the creative fan side. Actually, I think it's a creative collaboration what we do, because I've seen a lot of like big YouTubers fans, they legit like build comic books around them and all this stuff to make their, you know, favorite YouTubers seem larger than life. And maybe one day we'll be that big. So, all right, guys, that being said, you know what time it is. Goodbye and good Bitcoin. Bam!